What is up, everybody? It's your boy Adam is 101 back for another stream tonight. Wasn't expecting to be this late, but a lot of stuff came up today and a lot of other things. So just bear with me. We're gonna actually do a new RP map, something I've been keeping an eye on. Give me one sec. Alright, and we're good. So right now we're just downloading the stuff, even though I should have done that earlier, but that's whatever. I'll show y'all once we get it going. Hopefully everybody had a good day today. I mean, I kind of did, even though I had some ups and downs today, but not too worried about it. This is probably gonna help me anyway, just to get this over with, or just distract myself and stuff for now. And yeah, we'll go from there. We're just waiting on the downloads. Yeah, it's just slowly loading, guys. Thanks for being patient, whoever's watching. I thank you. I think we're at 20%, which isn't bad. I just wish it could be better. Usually I gotta remember to, if I'm gonna need to do new mode, download it, get it going first before I start streaming, because I don't want to have this long period of time. Alright, guys, looks like we're about to jump in. Sorry for the wait. Sorry for the silence. There's too much things. Sorry for the wait. Sorry. Oh, don't echo, please. Come on, baby, come on. You're right there on the cusp. And this is the game mode I'm playing. Play some Star Wars roll RP. Just to test it out. I just want to see. And if it's good, it's good. If it's not, then I tried it. Oh, I mean, well, this is one server, so I don't see if we can do other ones. And I'm sure they're gonna all be the same kind of maps and stuff. So yeah. Come on, baby. So for now, I'm probably gonna mute myself again, just so this can get going, or it's just so I don't know. Can't talk right now. But yeah, I'll probably unmute myself once the thing's finally like starting officially. So yeah, I'll see y'all in a bit. Alright, looks like we're about to start, boys and girls. Let's see. Come on. Man, most of the stream has just been about loading, man. So this one's not really a stream then. Just a loading thing. It wants to. It really does want to. Come on. Come on. Ugh. Please, come on. There we go, there we go. Whoa. Press this to get a trainer. Can't really read the rules, but I guess I'll read them anyway. Welcome to this. Join this team group with the press F4 on the keyboard. Change your name and chat slash. I hear somebody choking.
Hey there, how you doing, buddy?
Hello.
Right, so my name is Lance Corporal Arrowheads, and I will be training you today. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Lance Corporal.
Excellent, let's start over here. So, welcome to Patriarch Gaming. We do have a Discord link. It's highly recommended that you go over there because that way you can communicate with your, not just your superior officers, but your battalions, and you can become a bit of a part of the community that way. It's highly recommended that you join, but it is not required.
I got it.
Great. We also have a Steam group, and you can join through the link. You can just type in exclamation on Steam, and that way you can get all the content you need so you don't see any pinks and errors.
Okay. This is straightforward.
So let's go over here. In chat, you're going to type in /name CR, a 4-digit code, or your 4-digit number, and then a name that you want. Don't do any fail RPs or whatnot. Yeah.
Okay, so I have to. So this is required right here.
Yeah, so you have to type in /name CR, 4 digits, and then a name of your choosing.
Oops. I'll probably just do this then, just to make it simple enough. Pat Racky. Let me see.
Perfect. So next thing over here. User PTS is active during training, so PTS permission to speak. You always want to ask for this in certain scenarios. So during debrief or briefing, or just talking to a superior officer, there's usually a permission to speak that you have to ask for. But during training here, permission to speak is active. So we don't have to worry about that though. Just void that until the end. So how to use chat? Type in // or /OOC. This is out of character chat, so if you type in so I just said that out of character, and that means that if it's in character, then that doesn't make any sense. It might just be BLRP. But if you do an OOC, then you're fine. LOOC is for local OOC, so just talking around to the people in your area out of character. Comms is for RP comms, so if you type in So if you type in the comms, searching second floor or whatnot, that means that you are telling everyone else what you're doing, what you want to say to all of them through indications. Don't worry about C comms, O comms, and J comms. Those are for higher ranks. /me is for roleplay actions, so if you type in basically I just did a flip, and and so what we do here is do a roll for roleplay. So if you type in /roll, you will roll a 0 out of 100, and depending on how high that number is or how close to the middle it is, that is your success rate. So for example, if I were to do So if I were to do that, and that means I was trying to punch you, you would have to roll back in order to see if I fail or succeed. So go ahead and type in /roll. Right, so unfortunately I would be punching you because you rolled 26, I rolled 52. 52 is higher than 26. So, moving on. Have you done any other Star Wars RP before?
No, I'm actually just trying to. I'm just looking around. I'm just trying. Other than I can't talk. I'm just exploring the Star Wars RP actually. Couldn't talk there for a second.
That'll be fun. So here we have formation boards. So if I'm standing here on the red square, you're going to be one of the gray squares here. So a single line, you'd be right behind me. Go ahead and stand behind me here. So that's usually for marching or just going in a single file line. Pretty easy. This is a double line where it's basically just as two certain columns right at my diagonal. So go ahead and stand at one of the diagonals. Yeah, so right around there, that would be a double line. There's a tight wedge, so go ahead and scoot in real close, my diagonal. Right, so come in a little bit closer.
Like to you or to the left?
To me. Yeah, right there. That would be a tight wedge. It's usually for breaching purposes. And this is a loose wedge, so you'd just be scooting out just a little bit to your right. Yeah, it's right around there. That is a loose wedge, and that's also for breaching. This is a prism diamond, so what you're going to be doing is you're going to be coming in real close, facing me at any of those gray squares. And then what you would have, you don't have your weapon currently, but once you do get it, you'll have your weapon out like this. and you'd be pointing it at me to keep the prisoner, and then you would also type in. You type /me and then strips weapons and comms, and you might want to do a keybind with that because that's used quite often. Do you know how to bind keys?
No, not on here. I don't.
Okay. You're just gonna have to open console. I can teach you how to do it. So this is a VIP diamond. So you're just gonna back up a little bit, and you would look outwards, facing away from me, and you'd be having your gun out or on safety, and you'd be looking around as you escort VIP. Basically just guarding them. This is a firing squad, so you can go ahead and get in any of those gray squares there. And we'll be having our weapons out. And we would be... This is like a basic firing squad. Firing lines, so firing squads are actually quite rare, but firing lines are a bit more common. So you'd be standing right where you are right now is fine, and we would be pretty much in the same position, but without other people at our 6. So another firing line, like this, and that's all the formations. Do you have any questions before we continue?
Not on the formations, no.
Okay. So if you go over here, yeah, so you type in console, bind key, quote, say /me, strips weapons and comms, quote, that'll be good. You just have to replace key with any key, your keyboard.
Okay.
So I did the equal sign, but you can do whatever. So with your faces, these are pretty simple. Go ahead and stand against the wall for me. And then go ahead and face me. So these are going to be your different faces. So go ahead and do a right face. Okay, do a left face. Oh, you would actually just turn to your front, because once you get to that right face, you're just going to turn to the left face, just another 90-degree angle. So you just be going to your front face then. So go ahead and do an about face now. And then go ahead and do a front face. So you actually want to be turning clockwise all the time. But it doesn't really matter. I don't. It's silly, but that's how it goes. But you pretty much got the gist of it.
So clockwise, okay.
Any questions?
Not on the about faces. I do have one though. Do you have to remember all of the chat stuff right here, or can you just speak on the mic?
You can speak on the mic like at any time. Just know that when you speak on the mic, you know there's a distance. There's a range to your mic. So when you type in like /comms or /ooc, those everybody can hear. So wherever they are. So if I was on the other side of the room, I wouldn't be able to hear your mic. But if you typed in /comms or /ooc, I'd be able to hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about any of that. Just like the 3 that you're probably going to be using the most is // /comms, and /me. Those are the only 3 that you really have to remember.
Okay. That's if I remember them.
Good?
Yes.
Alright, cool. So, let's go here. So you might want to take a picture of this if you're thinking about being a long-term player on the server. So, right now, our clone recruit, that's just starting out like, right from the beginning. And then you rank up to trainee, private first class, and then you keep on going up, and these are the enlisted ranks. So taking a picture of this might help you out just to know what you're going to be next if you get promoted. You get promoted after certain events, when you get enough hours online, or just getting a lot of recommendations from people for how good of a job you do.
This is like a hardcore RP.
These are the officer ranks right here. These are the guys who you're going to be saluting. So I think you already have these salute swept, and saluting them is usually something that you're going to be doing on a like semi-regular basis. Saluting them is just a sign of respect. Be doing that during debrief and briefing, as well as coming and encountering them. So if you were a commander and I'd be coming up to you, if I was coming up to you, I would salute you first. And you know, if they're AFK or whatever, it's all fine. It's really just a matter of common sense.
Yeah.
So going over here, there's naval ranks. Naval is basically just you know, being the guys who pilot the ship and control the controls up on the bridge. It's kind of fun. You can join it if you want. But yeah, right now, many of these appointments at that time. So then there is the Jedi ranks and the Temple Guard ranks. These are you might want to take a picture of these if you're thinking about, you know, really being long term, because the only way to get free Jedi is to become a Sergeant Major or above, and if you look on the enlisted ranks, that's the highest rank that is not saluted, and then you're recommended by 2 Jedi Council members. So you have to be quite high up there to become a Jedi, or you can just purchase it through donations.
Gotcha.
Any questions?
So basically all the ranks from enlisted officer to Jedi are all connected, and the naval rank is like its own separate thing?
Yeah, so naval rank, it's not really mentioned here, but ensign and above, you'd be saluting. But naval rank is pretty much it's its own thing, really. Just like how, you know, there's basically 3 things. There's military, there's naval, and there's Jedi. Military, you pretty much start out as naval rank. You apply for, and you can just go through the ranks as naval, and you can also be a Jedi. But yeah.
And then on the Jedi, you have to be like a sergeant major or a warrant officer?
Yeah, so you have to be a sergeant major or above, which is basically just sergeant major, or any of the officer ranks, in order to get the free Jedi, and then also be recommended by 2 Jedi from the council.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty long-term goal, but if you're thinking about, you know, joining long-term, then it's a good goal to go for.
Okay, that's all the questions I have here.
Alright, let's continue over here. I don't know why this is crooked, but basically, is it crooked on your screen?
Yes, it's like words are going into words.
Okay, that's a mistake. Basically, these are all the battalions. We have attack, defense, and specialist. So for attack battalions, you have the 101st, which is what you'll be going into by default. You can't go over the rank of private, and you can't get any promotions from that. So it really, 101st is just a place where clone recruits go to by default, and then they just go straight up to a battalion and ask to apply. And it's pretty easy to apply. You just go for tryouts, which are almost always happening on the server. So 501st and 212, those are the ones with Anakin Skywalker's on 501st, Obi-Wan Kenobi is on the 212, and they have their own sort of specialties. TX-130 for the 501st is its own it's basically a fighting squad for starfighters. And ATTEs and 2nd Airborne Company in the 212 basically just drive tanks and fly ships. For defense, you have the 327 Star Corps. They have their own cool things. AV cannon is basically
yeah, this RP is like
104
legit, man.
Thing as well, and 41st, which is what I'm in, they have some pretty cool stuff as well. They have grapple hooks, ATRTs, translation. You can also be a Wookiee if you want to, which is pretty fun.
Huh.
The specialist class, you have the 91st, which do basically just recon and just special operations. So snipers, medics, the whole shebang. EOD is basically engineers. You can do explosive disposal, hacking, tech, repairs, you name it. For Delta and Omega Snog, I'm not sure if this is full, but there's 4 slots each, but demolitionist, marksman, and medic. And you can basically you just choose 4 for each of these, and that would be your specialty. For Shock are basically the police of the server. One secret golden rule to the server is, as long as you don't piss off the Shock, then you'll be fine on the server. Like, you get in trouble. They're basically ship security, and ride troopers, and all the cool stuff. But yeah, they're always keeping an eye on you. No lock, you have to kind of go into it right at the beginning. But they have advanced recon. There's only a few slots each. I'm not really sure if it's full or not. But they have basically they have slots for each one of these. And then pilot head is pilot head and medical head, I think, are outdated. Like, those need to be updated. But naval head is still Alex, and all commanders and specialty heads are available through Discord. So if you want to go to the Discord link, ask them if you want to join, and they'll be happy to give you instructions. Any questions?
Do you have any commandos or stuff?
Yeah, so for commandos, there's going to be, usually it's going to be more in the 91st. We're going to have commandos, as well as Dolok, Delta, Omega Squad. So if you want to join any of those 3, you'll have a very good chance of becoming something within commando area. Your best bet is to go to 91st, in my opinion, because Delta and Omega Squad and No Arc have limited slots, so they can be full at some times. So 91st is never full, so just go to them and they'll be able to help you out.
Ah, okay.
Anything else?
No, not here.
Okay. So these are the battle stations, depending on what battalion you decide to join. These are the places where you will be meeting. So ARC is where it's needed, EOD is central rooms, 91st is main hangar, and so on. I have to meet up in the main hangar because I'm part of the 41st, and depending on which battle station you join, you would be going to that battle station, or depending on which battalion you join, you should go to that battle station. You report to battle stations at DEFCON level 2, which we will talk about next slide. So moving on over here, these are the DEFCON levels. DEFCON 5, no threats near us, guns away, or on safety. That's usually the DEFCON that we're always on. DEFCON 4, which is what we're on right now, I think that's because we had like an event earlier, but nobody, I think they forgot to reset it. But a threat could be nearby, secure all essential rooms. Essential rooms include the engine room, the bridge, basically all the rooms that you would think would be essential. DEFCON level 3, a threat is near or aboard the ship, search the entire ship for the threat. And DEFCON level 2 is when you report to the battle stations because the ship is under attack. That happens during events, doesn't happen too regularly unless it is an event. And DEFCON level 1, extremely rare, almost never happens, but in the case of DEFCON level 1, an evacuation is announced and evacs the ship. Any questions?
No, not on DEFCONs.
Alright, go up here. So clearance level. This is very important because there are certain areas on this ship that you will get arrested for if you go through without the right clearance. Clearance level 1, pretty much everyone has clearance level 1. Cadets, which are basically you guys, until you go into, basically until we get to the end of this training, you don't have any clearance. But once you get that, you will have clearance level 1. You actually get this cool clone card which explains your clearance level. So right now this one is blue, it's clearance level 1, I have clearance level 1. So I can go to any of those areas. Clearance level 2 is sergeant and above, clearance level 3 is officer and above, and level 4 is naval, commander, and Jedi.
Interesting enough.
Questions?
No. Wait, well, since you only have you only have a clearance level 1, right?
Right.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Yeah, I'm you know, I have like 2 more ranks until I get to sergeant, and then I have clearance level 2. But basically goes up as you go up the ranks, or depending on what you become. So if you decide to go into naval, you'll immediately have clearance level 4.
Okay. So if you do become naval or Jedi Knight, you can have pretty much, well, if you become naval, you become like level 1 and 4, or
Yeah, so basically if you have a high clearance level, then you have everything that's lower than that. So if you were a clearance level 3 officer, then you also have clearance level 2 and 1.
okay. But what if you were like a petty officer in the naval?
Petty officer in the naval would yeah, basically they would, it's strange, but you would have clearance level 4 because naval is they're the Navy, and they're the ones that pilot the ship, and most of the ship's rooms that are clearance level 4 are the essential rooms like the bridge, the engine room, etc.
Okay, but they would only have level 4 and level 1?
Yeah. No, they'd be able to they'd be able to go anywhere, but certain places just say like you can only do this if you're sergeant or officer or above, then they can be able to do it. It's all about experience. You'll probably understand it once you get a bit more into the gameplay, but they will have clearance level 4 as well as 3, 2, and 1.
Hmm. Okay, I understand now.
So over here, essential rooms are engine room and third floor. Third floor is the bridge, intelligence area. It basically has everything. That's where you pilot the ship. We do multiple events a day, so today we did at least like 3-4 events, and during those events you get to shoot stuff, do a good job, and you might get recommended and become promoted to your next rank. So it's they're very important if you want to rank up. We also have a custom DEFCON system. You don't have to worry about how custom it is. Just as long as you know how DEFCON works, then you're fine. Golden rules: never shoot a brother. Don't shoot a clone trooper unless you're either in the rules of engagement, which is basically like, oh, you're in like a PvP simulation, or it is for self-defense. And then when Jedi are engaging a Sith, do not engage. This is a rule that many people forget. But when Jedi are fighting with lightsabers with another person who has a lightsaber, basically, you do not want to engage. You can engage if the Jedi is 30 feet away or allows you to. Always engage wisely because lightsabers are deadly and you don't want to die.
Okay.
Any questions before we pretty much wrap this up?
Well, I've always wondered now, like off the record, can I speak off the record, sir?
Yeah.
What if he wanted to become like, what if he wanted to become like a bad guy or like I guess a droid or a Sith and stuff like that? How does that work?
Okay, so usually staff will ask for volunteers if they need some. Staff are usually the ones who roleplay as bad guys, but you know, sometimes they'll ask for volunteers, and you can always just volunteer yourself. They might be able to choose you, but otherwise, you usually need to be a staff member to be like, you know, a villain, because they don't want to trust you know, newcomers with big weapons and whatnot as villains.
Okay.
Yes, if you volunteer and they choose you, then that's great. You can also become staff through intense training and whatnot.
Okay.
But that's if you want to become an antagonist.
Okay. But if you die as an antagonist, can you come back as a trooper?
Yeah, it's all about the event. So like if you decided you want to be a Sith, right, and then you were a Sith and then you just died, depending on what staff want you to do, because you volunteered to be a volunteer for the staff and help out, you just do as they say. And if they tell you to no longer be a Sith, you no longer be a Sith. If they tell you to keep on being a Sith, you keep on being a Sith, and so on for every single other situation.
Oh, okay. And who are the staff? Are they like the super higher up people?
Usually it's the super higher up people, yeah. So you'll see people who are usually, if you press and hold tab real quick, you'll see that right now we're the only 2 players that are online. But if you go down to the bottom right corner, you'll see players online, there's 2, staff online is 0. And if you look at our little roster here, right now it's you in the 101st, me in the 41st, and where it says user, it will say either staff or admin, something of that along those lines, and that will be a sign that they are staff.
Oh, okay. So they're basically like the leaders of the server.
Yeah, so they roleplay as, like, you know, regular soldiers, but they also double as staff.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, any other questions before we wrap this up?
No, that's about it.
Alright, so, once again, here's the Discord. You told me I already have it, so I'll just leave that to you. And congratulations, you have finished your training. Go ahead and change your name to private, numbers and then your name, so from CR to PVT.
Oh, I spelled my name wrong.
Go ahead and type in this.
I'm sorry, say it one more time.
Go ahead and type in that.
Oh, okay. Slash name.
Yeah. There you go. And if you hold down, if you press F4, it'll take you to the job list, and right on top you'll see it's at the 101st, and you're going to be joining as a regular clone trooper there. So it's going to say 101st Regiment, you join a clone trooper, and then on the bottom right there will be a little button that says join. So there you go.
Dang, this is like detailed, man. This server is very detailed on all this. But I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stay on here, but I'll see. I mean, if it's just us two, I'll probably get off in a little bit. Oh, I forgot to put OLC. Oh.
There you are. Alright, so now that you are a clone trooper, you have, clearance 1. You can go ahead and, just, take a little self-guided tour around the ship. Just don't go into areas where you're not allowed to go to. It is getting rather late, so, I would be heading off soon. Do you have any other questions before, I log off and leave it up? We'll be around tomorrow, by the way.
Okay. No, I think I'm good. I'm probably gonna come back tomorrow and anyway, just to kind of explore more and see more people.
Sure, that's a great idea. Alright. Well, if you have any questions, feel free to, you'll see my name on the Discord server, so you can go ahead and just type in chat and let me know if you need anything else. And yeah, welcome to Patriarch.
All right. Happy to be aboard.
Yep. All right. Good night.
All right. Good night. Well, I didn't even know we were the only people here, but that's okay. I'm gonna end it there because I was just trying it out and seeing and stuff. So, thank you guys for watching and everything. It was an interesting server. I'll come back to it. I would like to come back to it just to see what's going on, to see what's up, and stuff like that. But anyways, I'm gonna end it here for now. Please like and subscribe if you've seen or watching the stream, or if you are gonna watch the stream. Like and subscribe. Share this with everybody. Comment below. See what I'm doing good, what I'm doing bad, and stuff like that. And I will catch y'all tomorrow. Well, I think tomorrow's gonna be an early one, cause I gotta work Friday morning. Usually that's a rare sight or a rare thing that occurs, but that's what I have to do on Friday. So tomorrow I'll probably get on earlier. I don't know what time. I know sometime after 5 p.m. or something. So, but you guys will, I'm sure we'll see and stuff. But anyways, I will talk to y'all later, and good night.